started, thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. So today we are going to be making a faux lock wig cap courtesy of samsbeauty.com. As you can see, first I'm using the Cornow FAUX Express cap, and it was my first time using it, and I must say, ladies, when I start to wear weaves, I think I might start using this because I can't cornrow for shit. So this really comes in handy. So as you can see, I'm just putting the cornrow wig cap on the wig head. And as you can see, I already have some dreads done just to get my feet wet. I wanted to make sure I knew what I was doing. And it is a front to back, straight back braid, cornrow style. So that's what I'll be working with today. And I hope that you guys like this tutorial. So, courtesy of samsbeauty.com again, I'm going to be using the Havana Mambo Faux Locks. And it is 18 inches. And let me just tell you guys something about samsbeauty.com. If you guys want anything weaves, crochet, cornrow, hair, beauty supplies, get it at samsbeauty.com, because not only do they have good deals, they have almost everything a protective style girl would need. So we're going to start off with the crochet needle, and we're going to get right down to business. So as you can see, I have the dread in my hand. I opened up the front, the hole in the dread. I'm closing the latch of the crochet needle, and I am pulling it through the braid. As you can see, like so. And then I'm going to open it up again, and I'm going to use the end of the dread, and I'm going to put it through, as you can see, and I'm going to pull it all the way through, and then I'm going to tighten it by pushing it forward. Don't worry, we're going to do a couple more just to make sure that you guys know what you're doing. So I've actually already done a couple. So as you can see, I'm just tightening each dread to make sure that it stays on the hair. Let's do it again. So once again, we're going to pull the crochet needle under the cornrow. Then we're going to open up the dread, the hole in the dread. We're going to close the latch. And then we're going to pull it through. Okay, not yet. Closing the latch. And then we're going to pull it through. It's a little bit of a struggle at the bottoms. I noticed with the bottom and the front of the braids, a little bit of a struggle. But when you get to the middle, it won't be so hard to pull it through the cornrow. And I'm going to open it up to make sure the dread can fit. And I'm going to pull it through and tighten it. See guys, it is that easy. I'm telling you guys, once you're done with it, you're going to be like, wow, why do I need to go to the hair salon to have someone do it when I can just do it myself? And listen ladies, I am not like a hairstylist or anything like that, but I've learned, because a girl trying to save some coins, that you know, some of these styles are really easy. So for our beginners, we're just going to do it again. I want to show you guys how I start my second row of dreads. And let me just tell you guys this. So I feel like I've used 9 packs of the dreads. I didn't use the whole 9 pack. I probably used like 8 and like a half. And let me tell you guys this. I feel like I put a lot of dreads in the back. That's why my wig is a little bit heavy, but you know, I got a strong neck, so I can figure it out. But what I will say with the back is you guys can feel free to stretch out the dreads. You don't have to like make each row right on top of each other, because when you realize when you wear the wig, you don't need that much in the back, because it'll cover the braids anyway. It'll cover the cornrows anyway. So you guys don't need to stack each row on top of each other. If you guys understand what I mean. If you don't, please leave it in the comments. I'll explain a little bit better. But basically, you can feel free to space it out in the back. When you get to the front of the hair, that's when you want to make sure that each cornrow is covered. But you do not need to stack the dreads in the back, like I said again. So we are making some progress here. As you can see, the back is almost done. And look at the back already. I can't tell you, I can't remember how many packs I've used, but it looks like a lot of dreads as is, and I haven't even touched the front of it yet. Oh my god. So I just did the side, and I still have a lot to do in the front. And then I just kind of left this side open for you guys so I can show you guys how I started to crochet the dreads onto the side. So here we go. We're at the front of the hair, still making progress. I just want to show you guys how I did the front. So you know, still the same thing. Pull the crochet needle through the cornrow, close the latch, put the wig, well not close the latch, put the dread on, then close the latch, and then pull it through, and then you guys know the rest. It's really important with the front to make sure the dreads are very, very close together because you want it to look as natural as possible, and you do not want to see any cornrow or braid pattern. So it's very, very important to make sure that the dreads are right next to each other. See, this isn't that important in the back, like I said again, because anybody won't be seeing the back. You know, the dreads are so long that it'll cover, but the front is very, very important. If you're gonna like be lazy or like just kind of like just throw some dreads on the cap, do that with the back but not the front. You want to make sure that the front is neat and nice. Okay, and as you can see, I have finished putting dreads in the front. So right now what I'm doing is I'm cutting the front of the cornrow cap because I noticed that it has like this black space and that does not look natural, so I'm cutting it so you will not see that black band. You guys will know what I'm talking about when you order the hair. But there's like a black band in front of the cornrow cap and that is not natural, so I'm using some scissors to cut it off. Okay, so as you can see, it looks a little bit even more natural now that I've cut the band off. So where my, I guess, quote unquote closure will be, I'm cutting inside of it because I kind of want there to be like a space there. And as you can see, it already looks a little bit like a closure, but it does not look that natural. And that's why we're going to sew. I'll show you guys. So I know I probably didn't mention sewing, but we do need to do a little bit of sewing here. But let me just touch up a little bit more, cut a little bit more so it can look more natural. And as you can see, that's what it looks like when it's cut. Look at how natural that looks. Now let's get down to the sewing. So as you can see, I turned the wig cap inside out. And now I'm sewing where my closure will be together so it looks more natural, because you don't want that big space there as if like Moses done parted your weave. You don't want that Moses part, okay? You want it to be looking nice and tight and natural looking, so that's why I'm sewing the closure. That's why I'm sewing the space together so there won't be that big space there. And sewing is very easy, ladies. Please don't be intimidated by this part because I didn't know to sew for shit, but I learned and you can too. That easy. So this is at the very end of the wig cap, the very front of it, I guess. And I'm just getting the finishing touches. I'm just gonna go ahead and sew that together and we are done. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys at the end. So I totally forgot to mention that I also sewed an elastic band, a wig band on. You can get this at your local Walmart or your local sewing store. I use this wig band so the hair will not fall off, and then I also installed a comb. You guys will know what I'm talking about, a wig comb to the front of the hair so the hair will not be pushed back, and I can just use that I can use the comb to dig in the front of my hair so it'll stay on, and like I said, the hair will not be pulled back, because that happened a couple of times. I had to sew it. So those are honestly the finishing touches, and then I added some gold beads. I might add some seashells later just to get my real Rastafarian look going on and look like an empress. I hope that you guys enjoy this tutorial. I'll see you guys in my next one.